so antisocial. Good morning, you guys. I have my first cup of coffee and I have just started to dive into it, so excuse me if I'm a little bit slow waking up. But today on the agenda, it is Tuesday. We are going to be making some homemade pasta sauce. This stuff is my go-to. It is so easy. It's just like a simple marinara of fresh herbs. You can do it in seriously probably 20 minutes. It's so quick, but it's delicious, and I'm kind of mad at myself for waiting so long to try to make my own pasta sauce. It is so simple, but
it is really delicious too. So I'm just gonna take you along with me and show you how to do this. But yeah, this coffee is delicious. Currently, I am drinking Trader Joe's dairy-free hazelnut flavor. It's really good. I usually drink the So Delicious almond milk. I love the caramel. Yeah, the caramel is my favorite, which is surprising because usually I'm vanilla.
But hey, now I'm rambling. So yeah, let's go make some sauce. But that's really all you need for a sauce. But what I like to do is go through my fridge and see what I'm needing at the moment to kind of use up or need to get rid of. And right now, that is a green pepper, and I have a yellow onion, a tomato, and some fresh garlic. The green pepper and the tomato are on their very last leg, so I need to throw them into this sauce, but I thought that onion and garlic would be a good addition. And also, I've been really craving that salty heat with just a touch of sweetness. So my trick to that is just to add a very small touch of pure maple syrup, and it just adds that sweetness that if you like the salty sweet with a kick of spice combo, really highly suggest trying this. So I have no idea if this actually is gonna work or not, but whenever I have scraps, I just cut some onions and bell peppers and stuff. I bury them in my herb garden in the hopes that an onion is gonna grow. I'll keep you updated. Herb garden. Looks like a good enough spot to bury as any. Oh, featuring my cat.
How do I wake my spirit cold? We always say when our history's told.
So if the peppers and the onions don't grow, which I really am not banking on, at least they'll go down. I mean, they're all natural, so it's just an all-natural fertilizer for when I finally do plant in that area. But right now I have some different kind of lettuces going on. I also have a lemon thyme and a regular thyme. I have some weeds that I need to pull. This is that Italian oregano bush that we're using for the sauces. Then this is some mint. My basil plant, and some of it is getting some, I think that's from the sun, and there's really nothing I can do. I live in Florida, so it gets a lot of sun, but I'm hoping that now that the fall is coming, that hopefully this poor thing will live. And then this is actually sweet potatoes. I started from just a few little bulbs, and this thing is growing like crazy. That's Boots. Hello.
Alright, so there's two ways that you can do this, but what I have is I chopped up the veggies that I actually want to cook down a little bit before I add the tomato sauce. So I'm going to cook down the onion, the green pepper, and the garlic. I'm not going to cook it down too long, but I want them to sweat to release some of their flavors. You could just add them raw to the sauce and let it simmer, because this...
I kind of like that little sauteed flavor that it gives. But yeah, try it both ways, see which one you like, and then let me know which one you go with.
If only we knew the things we know. There's a question ages old. Let me down. say let me down slow.
Now that these are cooking, I'm actually just gonna let them sit and sweat for a little bit, probably about 5 minutes, just until they get smelling the right way. I'll show you what they look like once they get there. So while these tomatoes are cooking down for a little bit, I am hanging with this guy. Hey. I'm in the process of moving this into a bigger pot. Apparently I used too many fridge veggies today. Usually this size pot is perfect for a sauce. And then this pot is huge, but it's all I have that's not currently washing in the dishwasher. But so this is cooking down now. You just kind of want to mush it all around. Sounds disgusting. But mush it all around to kind of break up like the bigger chunks of the tomatoes, and as it cooks down, it will just naturally kind of break down and make it easier to do it. If you're not a fan of chunky sauce, you could let it cool and then blend it in the blender. And what that will do, of course, is make it all soft. But I actually like chunky sauce, so I'm gonna do this on purpose. So I just added the rest of the seasonings, and I am going to bring this to a simmer. Kind of keep pressing my spoon down to break up the bigger chunks, release more of the juices of these veggies. That's another reason why you can go oil-free, is because the tomatoes and the onions, as they cook down, they release juice and water. So of course it just gets saucier. Then as this cooks down now, I'm gonna add the spices. I like to add them once I have pretty much, I'm happy with the size of the tomato chunks, and then what I'll do is just cover it and let it simmer for about like 25 to 30 minutes, just depending on how much I have veggie wise going in here, because the longer it cooks, the more tender it will become. One time when I was in Charleston, I ordered the most delicious meal ever, but it was baked tomatoes, and it had like fresh herbs and goat cheese and like crusty baguette that came with it. And ever since then, I have been literally obsessed with eating crunchy bread or crusty bread or whatever, and and baked or stewed or some type of hot tomato. And with that, I'm going to leave you all. Pair it with whatever you want. Tonight, I'm actually going to cook some veggie meatballs inside of the sauce and then put it in some hoagie rolls. My fiance DJ absolutely loves anything with like peppers and onions and red sauce and a hoagie roll. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Usually I would pair it with some pasta, just whatever you want, even over some rice. With just use your wildest imagination. The world is your tomato sauce oyster. But guys, all right, have a great rest of your week, and I will check in next Tuesday for what I'm cooking.
All good things ever coming.